How was I supposed to know that people didn't like Taco Bell? That the internet would be so sensitive. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the... Hey, welcome back, guys, to another... Hey, welcome back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. I'm Bootleg Boy Nick, and today we're going to talk about some bootlegs. As long as there's been music, there's been bootlegs. You name it, it's been pressed on anything. Cassettes, CDs, X-rays, bone, I don't know. Records, you name it, there's a bootleg out there of it. So in this video today, I wanted to talk about a couple bootlegs that I bought and why I bought them. I know some people steer away from bootlegs, but the majority of the bootlegs that I have are to finish out collections that I have. They're probably never going to be pressed on an official release just because there's too many samples in it, or maybe there's just not enough need for this bootleg. So let's jump right into it. First, I'm going to start off with some CD bootlegs that I have. These first two I bought on Amazon. Meek Mill, Champions, and 21 Savage. I'm sure you're asking, why are these bootlegs? Well, I'll show you. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the physicals don't have this. So first of all, the parental advisory is cut off here. It has a barcode on the back of the inner sleeve. Let's see. There's a barcode on the CD. There's a barcode on the back and another barcode on the back. When I messaged Amazon and I tried to comment on the product that I've received, they deleted my comment right away. So either they know or they bought a bunch of bootleg CDs that they're trying to get rid of. And the same thing for the Meek Mill album. That's cut off. A barcode that's on the back of the booklet. You have a barcode that's on the CD. And you have another barcode on the back. I never went out and bought replacements for these, but as I said, I tried to contact Amazon and they deleted my comment. Didn't get back to me, so it is what it is, I guess. This next CD I have is Eminem Slim Shady EP. I bought this on eBay. I should have looked into it a little bit more, but I didn't. I mean, it's just like a copy that someone made of the CD. So, I don't know. Like the artwork is like blurry. Like the back cover is blurry. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's not really on center like it should be. When I saw this, I should have known it was too good to be true. On Discogs, it's like in the thousands. But all three of those CDs, the music's there, the sound's there, so I can't complain that much. I would say those are examples of okay bootlegs. The next one I have, I want to say I paid $60 for this album. It's a Bob Dylan Tom Petty bootleg, live from Australia. It plays well. It doesn't sound horrible. It does have this big poster in it. And it's on like a purplish. Here's the labels. Hee hee. But this is an example of like an old 80s bootleg, which I think, in my opinion, they seem to sound a lot better than some of the bootlegs that are coming out now. Like I'll give you an example of one that I bought. We'll show you both. Before Chance the Rapper reproduced all his mixtapes, there was some bootlegs floating around. So I picked this one up, Acid Rap. This one sounds okay. It's not horrible. It doesn't skip, which that's all that really matters when I'm looking for a bootleg. So this one, on the other hand, 10 Day, you can't play one song on this bootleg. I contacted the seller. He wanted me to ship it back for like $80, which was more than I bought this for. And I was not going to do that. So I just kind of ate this price tag here. It's on like a red vinyl, but it sounds like crap. I did get the represses, so maybe I'll sell these one day. I don't know who would buy these. Let me know in the comments if you want to buy these. I do have some really good bootlegs that I just was so surprised how the sound was of these. So I got Mac Miller, Larry Lovestein's You, which is like a jazz album, jazz EP. It's only got like, 5 songs on it. It's just on a black vinyl. This one sounds fantastic.
What do you think of that, Mr. Blue Duck?
That's quacktastic.
If all bootlegs sounded like this, it'd be over. It'd be over, man. I'm not sure how to find out where they were pressed, how they were pressed. This U1 and Delusional Thomas, these are the best bootlegs I've ever bought. They sound like they're just straight out of, oh, fucking light. These two both sound like they came out of an official pressing of these albums. There's not one scratch, not one skip on these things. So some bootlegs are worth the risk, I'd say, but it's like if you really want that bootleg, you have to look for it. Some bootlegs are really great, and those are two examples in my opinion. They don't sound like a bootleg, which is the best that you can get for a bootleg, I'd say. Until they make real pressings of albums and mixtapes that aren't pressed even on CD, bootlegs are all we have if you want to listen to a physical form of it. I did just buy this bootleg, this Post Malone August 26th mixtape. Finally saw it on eBay. You know, it says it's like a limited thing in Japan or whatever, but I mean, it's a bootleg. You can't deny that it's a bootleg. It's on clear vinyl. But this is one of those times where the sound doesn't match what the sound is just on an MP3. You could listen to this and you could listen to an MP3 side by side and you would say the MP3 is 100% better. This one sounds fine, but it doesn't sound good. If I were to listen to this, it'd be more just background music in my record room. That was the risk I was willing to take. They're probably not going to press that on vinyl unless it's like a 20-year anniversary or a 10-year anniversary, which I've seen happen before. There's some mixtapes that they pressed out like this. Best Day Ever. This was a mixtape that they officially pressed, but I would say this is like a rarity. I don't remember if this was the 5-year anniversary of this. This is another mixtape that was pressed that's not a bootleg, but it was a 5-year anniversary. But I assume due to sampling, they don't have the full track list on this. So it's missing a lot of the titles. So I would say those are two examples that bootlegs come in handy, or two examples where bootlegs might be the best you can get for the time being. After Mac Miller died, they started pressing a lot of his mixtapes, and they're all bootlegs. I mean, I don't think they'll ever get a repress, but I picked up Kids. It's sad that they have to profit off of someone's death like that. I think this is like a go-to album. Every summer, memories, you know? This one sounds great. Not as good as those other two that I showed before, but it still sounds better than that Post Malone one I have. And maybe they'll put this out on an official album one day and I'll buy the official. But for the time being, this is all I got. And this is all a lot of people have. But I know he had a lot of legal troubles with some of the songs on here with the samples and stuff. So unless those people that were in that lawsuit come out and say, yeah, that's fine, that we can put that on a, say a 10-year anniversary or a 20-year anniversary, it'll probably never come out. The music business is all about money, and that's all they really care about. Another mixtape, Mac Miller's The High Life. This one sounds good. That was one of my favorite albums as well when I was younger. I got Mac Miller Macadelic, which is also a really great album. This is where he really changed his sound. This one has a couple skips in it, but it's listenable. So I can listen to it in my record room, no problem. I think the last one I have here is Mac Miller Faces, which is probably, arguably one of his better works before he died. This one sounds good. I listen to this one often when I listen to that one pretty often when I'm sorting my records or going through my CDs, putting stuff away. I've got a pretty big stack that I gotta put away still. But that's what I think on bootlegs. Bootlegs always seem to be a 50-50. It's either a win or a lose. Not really anywhere in the middle. That's all I got, man. So what do you guys think of bootlegs? Let me know in the comments if you buy bootlegs, if you listen to bootlegs. Tell me what bootlegs you guys wish were an official release. And don't forget to like this video, hit the bell, so you get notifications of every time I post a new video. And please, if you could, subscribe to this channel. It'll really help me out. Share this with all the other bootleg boys and girls. And as always, I'll see you next time. Okay, I need to say this normally.